So some of you guys might remember this 60. 11th month 1989, the last time we saw this 2H turbo, it was white, and it had been in here for we rebuilt the 5-speed and done a few other bits, but we did say it was going to go away and have a bit of a transformation, and that the family was still undecided what colour they were going for. Well, I think the proof's in the pudding. It's obviously the kids won, and sandy taupe it is, and it's come up really good actually. I'm really impressed with the paint job on this. So since it's been here, it's been to ARB. It had the bull bar, it's had the rear bar put on there with the swing out tyres and the fuel cans. Also, it's been to Bud's Customs. Bud's Customs have done some sick rock sliders on this. I like them very much so. Other than that, it's that's about it. Everything else was left for us. So it's been a pleasure to work on this vehicle. It's going to be going off in the next couple of days to get some Stratos seats fitted. The customer's chosen those. They're going to be cool, lumbar support. I've seen them in the Dirty 30. They are really cool seats, man. So it'd be an awesome addition to this vehicle. But what have we done here at Mr Landcruiser? Well, mechanical to start. So we've done swivel hubs. Now this engine has done some Ks on it, and it had multiple oil leaks, so we've gone right through them. We've got it's got an aftermarket oil cooler on there, so we've replaced the sandwich plate O-rings, replaced all the pipes to the oil cooler. The oil pressure sensor was leaking, the turbo drain was leaking because it's a high mount on this. It goes into the side covers on the side of the engine. They were all leaking. So yeah, we'll clean the engine right off, gurneyed it right down, so hopefully that'll be no one likes to get drips on their nice new driveways, so that will all be sorted. Other than that, mechanical wise, that was it. The rest has been in my side of the workshop. Me and Maxie have been cracking on with it. We've done a full custom rear dual battery system setup on this. We got Red Arc 1240Ds in the back. We've got the 2000 watt Red Arc pure sine inverter on the opposite side there. Now the customer, he wants to glamp a little bit, so he's got his Nespresso maker he wants to take with him on the trips. They're going to be going on a few of those, don't you worry. So he just wants that coffee in the morning and get himself going. We've got plenty of power, so on the charger side, we've got 130 amp hour AGM battery that we've put in a little custom box to protect it there. We've got a little 6-gang fuse box, SIG socket, USB, all that normal kind of stuff. One of the great additions to this was the little Hummingbird battery monitor that we've put in the front there. So that runs wirelessly between all the batteries, so you can see what's going on. It's got a lovely little LCD display on it, so you can see what's going on with all 3 batteries on this at all times, which is first time we've used it, and I'm really impressed. So I'll definitely be using them again, because we've taken the old stock cranking battery and we've put it in the second battery position in the front here, and we've connected that with a Red Arc 100 amp smart solenoid, and we've got a button inside the cabin for emergency cranking. If for whatever reason he loses charge on his crank battery, he can pop across to this one and just start. That battery does nothing else other than give you peace of mind when you're out bush. So the setup he's got in the back of this will keep them going for days. We've got Anderson plugs at the back. We've got a red one for solar, so he can put his solar blanket out when they're camping. And we've also got the grey one next to it, which is for your shore charging. So this vehicle won't be used, it's not a daily, so when it's back in the garage, he wants to know that auxiliary battery is always getting the charge that it needs. Always condition that battery so they never have a problem when they're out, which I think is a really good idea. Also, we've got the My Coolman, or the Coolman fridge in the back there with the big fridge slide. The customer supplied that, so we've popped all that in there for him. And I think this setup, as minimalistic as it is, has come up really nice. Not too much going on. A lot of it's hidden behind panels and stuff like that. We've replaced the factory panels there, and we've taken them out, and they were so good we didn't want to cut them up. So we've gone out in the yard, we've got some other half decent ones, chopped them and made the panels work with the charger and the pure sine inverter. So all in all, this has come up really well. The only other things to say really are the little things. So the GME radio there, we've popped that in. We've got the Ironman spotties and the Dominator winch has gone in the front there, and we've done some cool little custom work there as well. So the customer didn't want the handheld controller, he wanted it integrated somehow. They do come with a wireless part, but now I think hard wiring is always the best way. So we've hardwired the wires in there all the time. We've run up, and this vehicle has got a manual operated transfer case where there was a button there. So it's obviously been changed at some point because there was a button there for a vacuum operated one. So we've done away with that switch and we've put the winch controls in there. So inside the cabin, he can send the kids out to winch up and he doesn't even have to get out the vehicle and he can winch himself out. So that's a great addition in there. Also, the spotty lights. Now, I'm not a great fan of Carlin switches. They work when you need to, but what we've done, we've taken a rear demister switch from a 60 series. We've rubbed off the demister sign, the rear window sign, so you don't even know it's that anymore, and we've put a little spotty symbol on there and put it in that center console, and it comes up really well. It looks factory, that controls the spotties, so I'm really pleased with how that's come out. So Maxi's done a great job on some of this stuff. We've been pumping through it. The customer's here today to pick it up, and I'm really pleased with how it's come out, and I hope he is too. Check it out.